Welcome back to Project Sullivan, where things either run, break, or light up like the Vegas Strip. Last time Suparee Lights sent us some lights for a video, we gave them to Uncle Mark. And in that same fashion, we're giving these ones away too.
If you remember, we used the same brand of lights, KC style lights, on our 1969 CJ5. And they worked great, they were very bright.
So when they wanted to send us lights for an F-150, we figured, why not? Lightning might strike twice. Unsponsored, by the way.
For the first time in our life, we don't have new enough trucks for this. Luckily, we know somebody who does.
It's only good for a 2004 to 2014. And we had to find someone with a daily workhorse that has the same light bulb since Gogo was in diapers.
Some tools you're probably going to need for this job is a flathead at 10mm and gloves if you're fancy, but...
And a Phillips head.
And a Phillips head.
Coincidentally, in our case.
Pro tip, disconnect the battery if you're paranoid like my dad.
All right, it's getting pretty dark now. You think that's dark enough for to test these lights? All this and more on Project Sullivan.
Have you ever tried using stock F-150 headlights? It kind of looks like you're strapping two candles to the front bumper of your truck.
Let's see if the SP LEDs from Suparee are gonna fix that or just look good in the box. Let's open this up and see what we got.
It's on a very professional shop table.
One of these days I'll figure out how to do an unboxing video. Actually, the box looks fancy already. Shouldn't have cut through it all. Professional grade zip ties. What we got here? SP Pro Series installation manual. We don't need that. What's that for?
I think it's an inverter.
Is this supposed to look like a little car? Looks pretty cool. It feels solid. That almost feels like it's aluminum.
I don't think that's aluminum, because I feel like I could just squeeze that.
It is. They're fan cooled.
Wow.
That's crazy. See if I can put these back in here and even close to the reasonable way it was already put in.
Wow. That's probably what the fans sound like. Wee.
We're going to install it and the fans are so loud people are going to think we put a turbo on it.
No, they're going to think we put a supercharger on it.
Yeah.
Very professional shop table here.
Isn't that what everybody uses their Novas for? Gogo, do you know what Nova means in Spanish?
I did at one point.
It means no-go.
But my name's Gogo.
Yeah, it's the no-go go-go. As we show it without an engine.
Well, fixing that soon. We're gonna install these suckers, test them out, and roast them if they deserve it. Nice packaging. They got that futuristic glow like a uranium microwave.
Specs-wise, we're looking at 130 watt, 6000K white plug-and-play. We'll see how plug-and-play it really is. By the way, these are fan-cooled. I don't know if you can see the fan in there, but that is fan-cooled.
That's probably what that little car is. Here's the thing, if you're driving an 04 to 2014 F-150,
chances are your headlights are foggy, yellow, or sad. This might be your ticket out. They have fans on them. I've never seen a light with a fan on it. Look on the back.
Oh, the cord, yeah.
It's part of it, but it's got like this little deal. It looks like a
I wonder
car.
if that's gonna plug. Oh, the headlight pulls out.
Yeah. We take the headlight out and we should just have to plug this in. That's the idea. We've never changed a light bulb on a newer Ford like this. We're probably gonna have to take out the air box here, just to be on the safe side. Let's take this out, Gogo. Go ahead and get the sockets and the socket wrench.
Man, wait till you see the brush guard I got picked out for it.
Turbocharged?
That's what it says, the EcoBoost model.
Well, here, watch. So.
see?
Okay. So that's all one piece then.
Well, that's brand new.
Yeah, I looked at that, I'm like, holy.
There's your air filter.
Nice.
That's your responsibility.
And it's lost forever.
And it's gone. I like that little toolkit y'all have.
It's a new one. I just got it.
This is our first time using it.
Yeah, period. But it's cool that it's in a waterproof ammo can. Any tools we have affiliate programming for are in the description below. Trying to film here.
Give back my ratchet.
Good luck.
And it's gone forever.
And the ratchet's gone forever. There it is.
Ta-da!
So what year is this truck?
2011.
Okay.
85,000 miles.
That's a good number, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Means you got a ways on it. It almost looks like.
There you go.
It was just clipped it.
You just
Heck.
up and out the way.
Maybe that's enough.
They left me here all alone.
Is that the easy way to do this?
Yes.
Yeah, probably. You try to pop this out with a screwdriver, because I'd hate to break his clips.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming this will be a lot easier just moving the battery a little bit.
Yeah, that's I think easier.
Hopefully. So had you thought about putting lights on this before I randomly said, hey, you got a truck?
We're doing this hard way, Dad. Bolt.
Oh, maybe that is the hard
We're
way.
doing this hard way.
Might be. That's a Phillips head. Yeah, go ahead and reassemble. We did this completely wrong, but we make the mistakes so you don't have to.
Reassembling montage. Go.
And that's how you take out your coolant reservoir and air cleaner box. It's got a little notch it's got to go into down here.
You know, out of these 11 Gen F-150s, I've only ever taken the motors out of them and put them back in. I've never actually done a headlight.
Neither have I. That's probably why we're doing it wrong.
Probably getting yelled at all about this in the comments already.
Right. It's nice that we were able to take apart the wrong side of the truck and no one got upset.
So everything on Fords is metric?
Well, it's all new cars. It doesn't matter which maker model they are. They all went metric on us. But then you got something like this
The single hose clamp.
this single hose clamp that's a 5/16, which doesn't convert to metric. Sometimes an 8 will work on it if it's a messed up socket.
Yeah. Very messed up socket.
Vehicles that are old, like
Here you go. These are your responsibilities. I'm tearing it apart. Just keep track of
look
the
at that electric vehicle there. You know, if you take an electric motor and spin it backwards instead of using electricity, it creates electricity. So if you pulled an electric vehicle, a bike or something backwards, will it charge the batteries?
There's a reason I was a police officer for 17 years. Finesse.
You sure you should be doing that?
No, you got this.
Do you know what finesse is?
No. Just pull forward. There you go. There you go. That was actually not that hard.
Crazy.
Alright.
Okay, it's got a little clip here.
My dad doesn't know how to work electrical clips yet. He's still new to all this.
Okay, well
You
watch
see
the
this?
clip. Where's it at?
This is a clip, not a carburetor. I know it's all new to you, but just use that up top. I don't know which way.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
I was just about to say that.
That's tighty. Hold the light. Ah.
Nice.
Alright, time for our new improved.
Okay, you don't want to touch the glass with your hand, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to hand this to you because it's still a good headlight.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So if your headlight ever goes out, you can change it back.
Hell yeah. I'll keep it as a spare set.
In fact, you can put it in the box.
Does the new one come with the new gasket?
Yes.
You want a gasket? Does my dad know how to do this? Alright, we're done. Let's go home.
Right.
Trial and error.
Yeah, just supposedly.
In theory.
In theory.
Did it clip? Okay. Let's put it back.
Do you want to put some zip ties?
Oh, that's probably why they gave us the zip ties. Maybe what we'll do is this. We'll hide the car in the car.
It's still crazy, man. There's a little computer fan back here.
Right. So you just really needed a 10 millimeter, a Phillips head screwdriver so far, and shear wheel of force.
It's a Ford. It can take it.
Ford tough. That's why that bag's lasts forever.
Yeah, that thing's gone, dude.
Yep.
Now, we probably should have lined that up properly, but instead we're just going to use where the dirt isn't.
Yeah. It's New Mexico, you can do that.
Oh, yeah, to readjust the light or something? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just use where the dirt isn't. We can still tell where the washer was. Do not full send that.
Oh, I will full send
No,
that.
do not full send that.
I will full send it.
Right at the end. And full throttle.
The most amount of power I get in my hands at a time is the Geo. And that thing has like 3 times the horsepower that Geo does.
The ratchet does.
Yep. Alright, ready?
You want to finesse that or you want me to finesse that?
No, I got it.
Con Captain Destructo?
I got it. Only one way somebody's gonna learn.
Say that again.
Only one way somebody's gonna learn.
I just wanted to get that on tape.
Alright, switch.
Here.
I tap out.
So, even dumber question. Obviously, there's no risk of these things setting fire or nothing, right?
Not that I know of.
And God, these things are going to be so much brighter.
Yeah, they are. And it's really going to help you out going to the spaceport. I don't know if you want me to say that on
Area 52.
Right?
That's what we classify it as. Is it like a sponsorship for you guys, or?
No, we make no money off this.
Really?
Well, I mean, whatever money we make from the video on YouTube.
Right.
But we make no money from the people themselves.
Now the O-ring is just to make it more snug.
To make it watertight.
It's soft, it's malleable. You don't usually get zip ties this malleable. But then again, this might be like snap-on grade, whereas ours is from Harbor Freight.
So this is the warning? Just a little. Cool.
All right, we're about ready to see where this goes.
Yes, sir.
Here's the real test. Turn them on. Now bright. Back. Okay, that's good. Okay, it's like an extra house and a half. Okay, what about the brights? Hit the brights. That's pretty well centered. That reaches to the next block, dude.
Beyond.
That reaches pretty far.
That's pretty good. And it actually, it's not quite as loud as I thought it would be. That looks good. I like that. That's a win in my book. It's so bright, it's hard to read the yield sign.
You can see the yield sign. That's better than the Geo.
Right.
You turn on those headlights, you can see that there.
These are bright. Honestly, I'm impressed. Every time we get these lights, I've been really impressed with them.
Clean cutoff line, no blue hue nonsense, and no warm-up delay either. They passed the you can see that dead skunk before you hit it test. I tell my dad's gonna put this in, but just know it's like 8:30 at night and we can still see everything just fine. Alright, so quick recap here. Easy-ish install with crazy bright output. As bright as my future.
I really feel like the only thing they really could have done to improve the experience that we had is dielectric grease. It would have been nice if they would have had one of those little disposable packets of dielectric grease in the package with it.
We'll see how long they last, but for now, 2 thumbs up.
Thank you, Suparee Lights, for sending these out. If the product sucked, we would have roasted them. We brought up some cares and concerns in our last video, but I don't think those are as well substantiated in this one. For this video, we weren't paid to do this video or the lights. We weren't sponsored at all. So it didn't hurt us if we were to roast these lights, but they actually pleasantly surprised us.
If we get a promo code, we'll post it on screen here and put it in the link down in the description.
Whoever stole my 10mm, you need to bring it back. Now.
If you've been watching this long, you might as well subscribe.
And remember, don't wait for opportunity, create it.
You couldn't have sent the Chevy headlights.